Hello, everybody. I think I'm going through live. Okay, I've got a little visitor with me today. He wasn't being very settled, so he's coming to join me live here. And my name is Dana Kay. I'm your ADHD health practitioner, and today I'm going to talk with you about one of the biggest challenges that comes with parenting a child with ADHD. But before I do, I want to hear your guesses about what I'm going to share today. What do you think is one of the most common challenges of parenting a child with ADHD? Go ahead and pop them in the comments below and let me know what your guesses are. And while we're waiting, I want to introduce myself to any of you that don't know me yet. Like I said, my name is Dana. I am the founder and CEO of the ADHD Thrive Institute. I'm the creator of the ADHD Thrive Method for Kids program. And I help families all across the USA, helping them, these little ones not being very settled behind me. You want to sit down on mummy? Darling, come on, Bobby. Say hi, everybody. Or do you want to go down on the ground? There you go. Off he goes. Great. Let me get back to you. So, I help families all across the USA, helping reduce their child's symptoms naturally. But most importantly, I'm also a mum of a child with ADHD, so I totally understand all the challenges that come on this journey. Now, let's get started. Today, I'm going to talk about finding support. Okay. Maybe not what you thought it was going to be, but parenting a child with ADHD can be very lonely and isolating. And that's what I wanted to talk with you about today. Many parents of children with ADHD feel like they can't really express their frustrations or concerns because parents of neurotypical children just don't get it. And how could they? They just don't understand when they tell their neurotypical child to get dressed for the day. It doesn't turn into a full-fledged fight or meltdown. When they tell their neurotypical child that it's time to turn off the iPad, here we go. Poopy. Sorry, guys, just hold on 1 second. Let me go. Okay, here we go. Coming back up. Sorry about that. See, this is what happens when you're live. Now, look, when other parents tell their neurotypical children that it's time to turn off the iPad, they don't have to deal with an hour-long meltdown that results. And parents of neurotypical children just don't understand because their children don't have the same challenges that our children have. So instead of feeling heard and understood when we voice our frustrations, we often walk away feeling judged, less than or like a failure. I used to feel like such a bad parent, and nothing we do as parents makes one bit of difference. We can do everything that the parenting experts suggest, and our kids still won't follow the basic instructions. Have you been there? If you can relate to any of these feelings, would you just comment me too below? Because, it can be very lonely having a child who doesn't fit the mold. And, when I talk with parents of children with ADHD, one of the most common challenges I hear about is a lack of support and an overall feeling that trying to reduce your child's ADHD symptoms naturally would just be too hard on your own. Believe me, I get it. I walked the journey alone and I wouldn't suggest it for anyone, for sure. Multiple panic attacks over here when I was doing it. And that's why I wanted to hop on here today to give you a couple of tips to find that support that parents of children with ADHD need. Choose wisely who you share with. There are some people in your circle of friends and family who probably aren't going to be understanding. When my son was really struggling, I just knew there were certain people I shouldn't talk to about our struggles. On the flip side, though, I also eventually found a few people who I could share with. Now, I know some of you might not feel like you have that, and if that's you, I want to encourage you to search online. There are so many amazing online support groups like this one here, for instance, and also my program that offer online support and encouragement for parents of children with ADHD and other similar disorders. Don't let the fact that you don't have a close in-person friend who you can reach out to keep you from reaching out to anyone. We live in an amazing time where we can find some really great support online, so take advantage of that. Next is take advice with a grain of salt, Don't let what someone tells you completely rock your boat. You know your child best. So make sure you are still trusting your instincts, trusting your gut, and not allowing someone else's advice to completely change your course or affect you too deeply. Next is remind yourself that most people really do have your best interests at heart and really do want to help. They just might not know how to help or might say, the wrong things. I had to do this a lot when my son was really struggling. People meant well and tried to help, but their advice really wasn't very helpful. So I had to really remind myself of their intentions. They weren't trying to make me, feel like a failure or a bad parent. They were trying to help. When I reminded myself of this, it helped take a little bit of the sting away from their words. Not all of it, mind you, but a little bit of it. And then finally, I want to offer you an opportunity to chat with me or my team. Even if no one else around you gets what you are going through, I can promise you that every single person on my team gets it. All of us have children with ADHD who have battled similar battles to the one that you're facing. And so, I've opened up extra time on our calendars this week just for you guys, just for those of you listening into this training. So I'm going to pop a link to book a free call with us in the comments. There aren't any obligations in this call. We are just offering it as a way to support you, to get to know you, and to see if we might be able to help you and your child with ADHD. If you don't have that support system around you to encourage you and to lift you up as you raise your child with ADHD, we want to be that support to you. So that's it for today. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there, parents. You are all doing an amazing job. So take care and bye from me and bye from Cooper. This is Cooper. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.